Picture this. You're sitting at your kitchen table late at night, bills spread out like a crime scene, and you're doing the mental math dance for the third time this week. On paper, you've made it. Your salary is $140,000, a number that puts you in the top 10% of earners in the country. You should be feeling like a retirement rock star, but instead, you're staring at a banking app that shows you're 3 days from payday with exactly $112 left. You aren't living a crazy lifestyle. You aren't buying gold-plated toasters, and yet the walls are closing in. You're experiencing the illusion of affluence, and this isn't a personal failing. It's the result of a system that has fundamentally restructured the cost of being alive. My name is Million, and I spend way too much time obsessing over the invisible financial tripwires that keep smart, high-earning people trapped in financial quicksand. If you're tired of watching your six-figure paycheck evaporate before you can even taste it, subscribe and stick around. Today, we aren't talking about cutting out lattes. We're talking about the brutal math of why $140,000 is the new survival wage for the middle class. By the end of this video, you will see your career and your bank account in a way that might sting, but it will finally give you the playbook to escape. Let's look at the quietly broke professional. $140,000 sounds like a lot, but by the time the government takes its cut for federal, state, and FICA taxes, you're actually taking home closer to $9,500 a month. Now apply the big three of wealth destruction: housing, transportation, and food. If you live in a major metro area where the jobs are, a modest 3-bedroom starter home now costs $500,000. Between your mortgage, property taxes, and homeowner's insurance that has entered an alternate universe of pricing, you're easily looking at $4,300 a month just for a roof over your head. Add in 2 car payments, because in suburbia, nothing is walkable, and that average new car payment of $745 per vehicle hits your budget like a sledgehammer. Factor in groceries that have risen 23% in 4 years, and before you've even paid for childcare, which in many states now rivals a second mortgage, you are already in the red. This is the middle class squeeze. You earn too much to qualify for help, but not enough to actually get ahead. But wait, it gets worse. Here's the kicker nobody talks about. You aren't just fighting inflation, you're fighting financial theater. You are comparing your internal stress to your neighbor's curated highlight reel. You see the Tesla in their driveway, but you don't see the 84-month loan at 7% interest. Most people you think are winning are actually living in a state of permanent financial emergency, financing an appearance while their liquid net worth is essentially zero. So how do you break the cycle? You stop majoring in the minors. Skipping a $5 coffee is rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. You need to plug the hole in the ship. First, automate your future. Set your bank to move 15 to 20% of your paycheck into investments before you even see it. If you never see it, you won't spend it. Second, follow the 80-20 rule. Focus ruthlessly on the 2 decisions that determine most of your wealth: housing and transportation. Drive the 10-year-old car and invest the $1,000 payment difference. Third, run a tactical sprint. For the next 24 months, freeze your lifestyle. Treat every raise or bonus like it doesn't exist and funnel it into your freedom buffer, that first $20,000 that buys you the mental space to think clearly. Here is the real secret. You don't need a better budget. You need a new identity. Most people try to save through willpower, but willpower gets tired. You need to stop being a consumer who asks how much something costs per month and start being a builder who asks what something is worth in future value. You have to be okay being the weird one who drives an older car while your friends are financing their way into poverty. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The first $100,000 is brutally hard, but once you reach it, the math starts working for you. Your future self is watching you right now, counting on you to choose freedom over stuff. Don't let them down. Which expense shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and let's start building your financial shield today.